Hey everybody, sorry, this is new. I think everybody's live. Chuck, Mike, Josh, can y'all say something? You can confirm everybody
Hi
can hear me.
guys.
All right, I can hear you.
Testing one, two.
Yo,
All right,
Hello YouTube, Facebook, and wherever else we're streaming.
yeah. So we got 19 folks on my page. Give me a half a second to verify sound real quick. And my computer's really loud. Sorry. Hey everybody, sorry, this is. All right, so I can be heard fine. Everybody can be heard fine. Hey folks, I just asked y'all to be patient because this is different. So we got a lot of folks on here. And where is my screen so I don't have to keep looking over here so I can see what's going on. All right, we're right there. I got this here. Web presenter is on. We're live streaming there. Obviously, y'all are seeing the rebroadcast from Vimeo. Josh, can you verify it's on your page as well too? I see it's in the Facebook group. I think it's on
It's
Mars.
on my page.
I think we're in Jupiter and everywhere else. I think we're all over the place. All right.
Excellent.
All right. So they said it's a little echo. I think that's mainly me. Yeah, unfortunately, sorry about the echo, folks. Hold on. All right, are you still getting the echo?
Testing one, two.
All right, Sandra said there's an echo. I think it's mainly me because of the setup. Apologize. I mean, I'm still trying to master this. This is the most amount of people I've had in a vMix call, so we still got a little issue, and it looks like my image is off. Why is mine? Whatever. So this is if this ain't proof that media stuff, you got some random stuff. Hey, look, we just roll with
Think
the
on your
punches.
feet.
All right. So again, my apologies for the echo. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. It's mainly probably because of I'm going through the system. Well, actually, you know what? Let me try something. Hold on a second.
Inspiration strikes.
All right. Can y'all say something?
Testing one, two.
Hey,
something.
that's amazing.
So no echo now?
No
No
echo.
echo.
Now,
All right. I think it's because I had my headset. Now, see, y'all don't have the echo, but I was blessed with the echo now. So I don't have headphones in my mixer. I'm coming directly into the computer. So I'm hearing, but it's an echo for me. So I'm going to have one ear out. I'm used to that. So as long as there's no echo, everybody
yeah,
that's
no echo
on,
for
at least
us.
on my YouTube, do y'all still hear echo? Mousy, Francisco.
Yeah, people say much better.
Okay, awesome. So again, we're
Much
on a
better.
bunch of channels, folks. So I can't bring in chat comments like that like we used to, but I mean, this is going to be an adventure. So, welcome to Josh's Meme of the Week Ultimate Showdown, where some people have sent in some memes. We got a bunch of stuff.
They're gonna send.
We got. Where's my list? I needed to have the agenda here, so I know what in the world we're doing. I think I closed it by accident. But we got some stuff. We're gonna just try and have a little fun here. Hopefully, we can get y'all laughing and all this other good stuff. And I mean, we got some old contemporary church service and stuff like that. We got some music in the background that y'all can hopefully hear and enjoy. I think it's from the choir at Josh's ministry.
Choir?
We're gonna be answered. Oh, yeah. What was
Praise
that?
team, man.
The
We
praise
we
team.
can't get COVID, you know.
Okay.
COVID, man. We can't have a choir.
Understood. Let me see. Make sure I got this up here. So yeah. So, oh man, I thought this was getting ready to play. So, man, I'm sorry, y'all, because the link just went away. I think I closed it. So we normally got a order of services here. If anybody got it up while I'm trying to bring it up, what's the next thing we're supposed to be doing? Something's supposed to be going on. Aren't we
Hold
supposed to be
on.
playing some music or
I'll welcome
handing
in
out
everyone.
free stuff?
I'll welcome him and everyone to the stream. So, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining Meme of the Week Ultimate Showdown. First, well, technically second, but first live stream. We have some music here, uh, laughs, as AJ mentioned, and tonight we are having not just laughs, but generous moments as well. And in case you did not know, it is also a charity stream, so all donations during the stream will go towards Comic Relief. If you do not know what Comic Relief is, they are an organization mostly known for their Red Nose Day events around May, June, towards summer. But their main organization cause is to help those living in poverty and for those in need. So if you would like to donate, we have a link that will be put in the chat. AJ's link tree with the last two E's. There's a period right in between /meme showdown. Again, that's link tree. There's a period in between the E and E. /meme showdown. That's the page right there. I don't know if you're able to put that in the chat.
I will try and put them in as many places as possible.
And I don't know if you can show it up on the screen so people can know what it looks like.
See,
He actually had it on the screen a moment ago.
Y'all asking for
Oh no, that's
stuff.
for the Comic Relief, not the link tree.
Okay, let me see, where can we put this at? So, link is on my page. I'm gonna put it in the Facebook group.
I just sent the link for it in the chat. In your chat, AJ, your YouTube.
Yeah, I just put it there, and then Facebook page. Man, I need to have buffer point to all of this, because this is some juggling here.
I know.
Sorry, I sent the donation Comic Relief page. What's the other one that you wanted me to send?
The one right under it, technically you didn't even have to send it, but it's okay. It goes, there's a whole bunch of list of buttons, and we'll go navigate throughout them during the stream. The link tree one?
Okay.
Does it have like a like black boxes sort of?
It. Yeah, I got it. So
right.
Let's go here. I'm gonna share this half a second. So that's the link tree link with all.
And once you go there, you have website. That's our new Meme of the Week website that we just launched a couple weeks ago. Our broadcast to the stream, right there it says donations. You can click there to donate. We have our quiz, which we'll be taking later, and our polls, and we'll have an extra Q&A session for those who missed this morning's Q&A session or have extra questions that weren't answered. So
and make sure
that is,
for those questions, you have to go through this, because since we're on so many pages, there's no way to filter in all of the questions from the different pages. So you need to go to that link so that Mike and Chuck, Josh, and me can see what's going on. And hopefully that makes sense for everybody. And oh no, I think I changed my page here by mistake.
See, yeah, once they get to the Just Giving page, once we get there, we can set goals. Right now, we have a goal of $1,000. Right now, some people might find it a bit much, but we want to help as much as possible. And if it gets the amount, we will raise it higher and higher. We have giveaways. I hope, AJ, did you set up the giveaways, right?
I'm giving away handshakes and respect. That's what I'm giving out.
And thumbs up.
Yep, thumbs up too.
Hey,
Yeah, we
yes.
can give that. We'll figure out something.
Yep.
We'll figure out something.
Yep.
All right. So
I will give away a minion.
What do you say, Mike? You have a minion?
I will give away a minion. Yep.
There we go. We have minion. And there, let's see. I can't get my phone connected. Maybe not, but in here, it's small, but this is the donate link there.
I thought you were giving away that ring light I thought that's what you were showing.
Oh no. It's half broken anyway, so
I mean,
gotta
the
give
only
away some
thing
rigged products.
I think the only thing I really got to give away is maybe a YOLO Box Pro. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Donate. But here we go. This is the page. Just giving.
Passport.
Isn't there a meme about that? Yeah.
Yeah, I see. We need to centralize this a lot more so that I can have everybody. Okay, Chuck's got a cone. We can get out of the way.
We got. Maybe. Here we go. We'll give away this marker. We'll.
A post-it note.
Hold
Okay,
on.
what else?
I have
We have
an old
Amazon Echo
comb
here.
over that I used to have
Got a
before I cut all my
Amazon
hair off.
Echo here. An Amazon Echo here lit in the corner. Might be giving that away.
All right, so I'm seeing. See, now I don't want to keep everybody out, but I can bring up some people who are on my stream. So I don't want y'all to feel left out if you're on somewhere else. But I guess I don't know. We need to have a little bit of interaction on here. G. Albert was saying here. He was like, I thought you were taking some time off. Yeah, I thought so too.
And then Josh came along.
Yep. He handcuffed us all, locked us to our
Now they
computer.
blaming me for this, man. They blaming me for this.
Francisco was saying that he loves the Minions. So yeah. So what I'll say is, based off of everybody else, I do have this YOLO Live Pro. I will give this away. Y'all can set whatever the restrictions for that. I just need to do a video on the update of it. It's actually been sitting. The echo is getting on my nerves. It's been sitting back here on my rack right here, so it has not been used. We just need to do the update for it. So that is a giveaway that we can do. What other stuff can we do?
Well, on that one, I think we could all agree that the guideline is we give it to Chuck.
I mean, that's. I mean, I think
There's a big old hefty thing standing with us right there behind you. I don't know. Maybe we can give that away. So some lucky viewer.
Big old hefty thing? Sure. We got this deck shield that protects the sound. I have a carpet that has a couple of stains on it. We can give that away too. Some juice stains.
I got a
I
slightly
could
used
use
battery.
the carpet. Yeah.
A slightly used battery.
I'll take the carpet. If we're doing swaps, I'll take the carpet.
I have a
Can use that. I got a
cleanser that you can squeeze and cleanse your lens. We can do that as well.
We have a Rubik's Cube here with some holes right here. One hole turn out, maybe can the other one rig it in your favor. But yeah, it's got a lot of prizes, man. Got a lot of prizes.
My daughter made me a tropical punch billfold that she turned this into. And I was like, I thought it was candy at first, and then I'm like, oh, it actually has $1 in it. I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, now we got some cash
where
prizes.
that's from. I'd buy that.
Not
for
give that
$1.
away.
Josh, do
Give,
you know where that's
donate.
Yep, there
Can
you
you
go.
repeat that? I
Donate
didn't hear
I'd
what
buy
you
that
heard.
for $1. Do you know where that's from? You should say no. You should not know where that's from.
No,
Good.
I don't.
Good.
Oh! I think I know where I'm going here.
G.
The
Albert
one little
says
thing he
here, bring this up. You'll like this. He says, "Is that Josh? He looks different in person."
I think you're referencing Squid Games. Squid Games. Is that it?
Nope.
That they're chatting on here in the
phone.
Not the
Not
phone.
Slack.
Not release the phone.
not the phone.
All right, folks. So, cutting up here a little bit. Let's go ahead, and I don't know necessarily how to display this so that y'all can see it, but we got some praise and worship music here. Hopefully, y'all can enjoy that. So, all my attendees, if y'all can go ahead and mute so we don't interfere with the music. But let's see what we got going on over here.
Draw me near. Is it Aaron? Doesn't look.
I even hear that. All right, so it seems like the audio wasn't coming through. My bad. I thought it was. So y'all weren't able to
We
hear the
can't
music
see
at
it
all.
at all.
Oh no, I'm
We can't
working on
even see
that.
it.
But y'all can't hear it. That was my question. Oh, well, we
They
have to
can't.
figure that out. Okay. So my bad. We had to work on that on a different way. So I might have to play that from here so that y'all can hear that, and then that way we can show it. So give me a half a second, and I will just have to let y'all be able to see it this way. Let's see. Chuck, you don't
Pray
want to do
for
a
us,
song and a
audience.
dance, the shuffle or something like that while we get this stuff going?
Man, I just can't do anything, man. I just don't know anything to do.
How am I gonna bring my audio in here? I don't know why. I was trying to do a display capture
Give
inside
me
of.
that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me
Give me
that
that
old
whole
time
time
religion.
religion.
It's
It's
good
good
enough
enough
for
for
me.
me. All right, so you know, let's jump ahead because hey, we just like we normally teach from a media ministry. You got to deal with how it rolls, and we go from there.
Hmm.
So
The show
let's
must go on.
yeah. So Josh, I'm gonna bring you up, and you have talking about how people can make memes, right? You can't hear you if you're saying anything.
I think you're
Oh,
muted.
sorry, my mic was
There you
off.
go.
But
All right. So I'm gonna put you
carry
full
on.
screen. So if you need to share a desktop or whatever, you should be able to do that. You good with that?
Perfectly fine.
All right. So I'm gonna make you full screen, and you go for it.
Right, let's get this up. Alright, it's moving. Sorry, computer delays. But for our showdown, obviously you can submit memes. You can borrow it from other groups, from other sources. You can send it two ways. You can send it, as you saw that showdown, that link tree. You can go in there once you click the website button. I should really keep my phone connected, but you'll click the website button and you will be led to our brand new website. On that website, you can click the meme showdown button or ultimate showdown. Sorry, I'm getting a bit unprepared for this, but with the week, let's see if that's up. That is up. Let's go here to our showdown page. Here it is. We have meme of the week. We have website, live broadcasts, donations, quiz, Q&A, and polls. So let's go here to website. And we have here to the three dots. Ultimate Showdown. As you can see, is the link for the stream, about it, comic relief. And here we have our meme of the week submission form. Sorry if it's flashing. And that is what you can submit it. That was supposed to be 10 seconds, but just ruined it. But how do you make a meme to send it? So hopefully, I'm going to do it two ways. We're going to do it with PowerPoint, and we're going to do it with Google Slides. So let's go into PowerPoint, and let's go. This is the meme of the week folder presentation, the exact same presentation that you can get for where all our memes are made. You might even see the next upcoming ones if AG actually airs them. Let's see, should have this prepared. If this thing says not responding, please excuse it. This thing usually has a tendency to slow down sometimes. So these were the memes that were supposed to air this morning. Actually, they're gonna air tonight. Actually, so let's go down to the elements. These are all the logos. Uh, all right, so we're obviously gonna change it. So let's say we have our picture, classic crying Jordan. So hopefully we all know how to at least download an image. You get an image, click it, save it in Jazz, and save it where you want. So let's go to the process where it's already downloaded. here we are. We have the meme here, crying Jordan. So you know it's not being chat. We have our meme here, and we want to give a little relatability to it. Look, when the live stream is down or something, heck, we'll actually do when the live stream. So to add a meme, we're gonna click here this little text box here, or you can go to insert in the top left hand corner. Over here where it says text box, click on that. On your mouse, you will click and drag to the box where you want, and let's type it in. It's gonna look odd for now, but we'll format it in a couple of minutes. When the live stream is down, or I can change it to say is not working. So the classic font for memes is called Impact, IMPACT. So we're going to type that in here. Impact. And you see it's all black. You might want it white or a different color. So here we go to our color select. Click this little drop down here. And right here we have all our colors. It's looking nice and sharp on the stream, and that's glad to see. So let's make it white. To change the size, you can do it in two ways. I like to use this better, or we can use the slider to get all the numbers of sizes. Let's maybe go here. 38. It's a good font. We'll center it so all the text is centered. We'll click and drag the ends of it. Let's get a chat here. Francisco said he wants a minion shampoo for him and AJ. I don't know. We'll get to that in a while, but let's align our text. If we don't want it on his head, we can always shrink it a little. Perfect. Drag it. That's about good. So now if we want to add an outline, which most memes do, we go here to shape format. I don't have to. Text outline, click that drop down again, and select black. As you can see, it highlights the text a bit more, so at least it gives it a more decent appearance, and it's more readable. So we go back here, one last step. This is optional. Most memes have it, and most memes don't. Is the shadow option. Shadow option was you'd see more likely in an older classical meme, but it's still widely used today. So right here, we click this little S here with a little smaller S in the background. We click it, and bam, we have our meme ready to go when the live stream is not working. And also, we have a message from Mike here saying that he will actually send that minion shampoo to Francisco and AJ. We do meet our giving goal. So once again, donate at the link provided. Hopefully AJ can pin it for us, or I'll retype it in the chat. So while I was talking, I should have made a good transition over to Google Slides, but let's go over here to now Google Slides. How do you make a meme with Google Slides? Let's go back here to our computer, and we type in the address, www.slides.google.com. It's a platform I haven't used much, but I know the basics of it. So, okay. If sometimes you might get this, maybe it's the wrong format, but that's okay. Let's go now to www.google.com slides, SLIDES. And it's going to redirect you to another link, but that's already here. We're going to start a link presentation. And as you can see, make sure you like the stream, subscribe, and that bell, that way you get notified when we come out with other new videos to help modernize media ministry. See, I know the line, AJ. Back here to the stream, to the computer. Alright. So now I'm gonna admit, I don't have a picture downloaded on my computer. So, well, just wait for that to download. Let's go into your desktop. See right there, that's where I have the least stuff.
Hey, Josh, not to
So yeah,
butt
let's
in.
go back to Google.
Can you hear me, Josh?
Yeah,
All right,
I can hear.
so now I know you're showing everybody the memes and stuff like that, which is cool. But from a media ministry standpoint, don't just think this is just for the lulz and for the laughs. I mean, you can use this as a form of announcement that you do, whether it be type of social media that you can post. So, I mean, we are very big on the fact that, yes, we like to have fun with what we're doing, but there's always a purpose of how you can purpose this for anything. Because, I mean, you got to think, everybody's watching the memes and stuff like that. It could be used as a funny way of making any type of announcement, as well as you have for ministry as well too. So just don't think this is just a one-time thing just to laugh about. You can actually purpose this in different ministry posts, Instagram, whatever social media platform that you're using with your ministry.
Yes, that is a very helpful tip for our reviewers. So, on that topic, we're gonna go here into our Google Slides. Once again, insert. You're gonna insert image. Once you hover the mouse over it, didn't have my camera on. Image, you'll see upload from computer. You see it's a very wonky thing for most people. So keep your mouse on the line and upload from computer. Wait for that to get there. And we go to this where I would save desktop, picture 1. There we go. For these, we can remove the click to add title, just backspace. I don't like to use the default ones text that they give me. I like to use my own. Could go back to insert again. Text box. And it's the same thing like PowerPoint. Click and drag. So like AJ mentioned, we're going to change up the topic. When you miss our church anniversary weekend. There we go. Let's center that again. And okay, it does have impact, but as you can see here, you click on the font here. It'll even hover over. It'll even say font if you hover over. Click on that impact. And as you can see, it's small. You still sort of has the increase and decrease like in PowerPoint. Make it a bit larger. Like I said again, not very legible. I'll make it kind of larger. We click here or hover on text color. Over here it's all white. And again, let us add an outline. Well, we've gotten to the point where I do not know most of the stuff yet. Highlight color. Alright, I'm gonna check the system here. Hold up. Let's see. Give me a second. Let's see. And while as AJ's, be on the lookout for the trivia. We just have now. You could win a YOLO Box Pro. If you do not know what a YOLO Box Pro is, the YOLO Box Pro is a perfect all-in-one solution for those wanting to live stream, but they might have limited space and a limited budget. So make sure you donate, and you will be entered into a chance to win a YOLO Box. Okay, so let's go to test. Okay. Sorry, I did this wrong technically. I'm so sorry. I have to do research. I don't know everything. It's another good lesson. teaching here. But actually, in here, for the text, you go to Insert, Word Art, and now you have a box. We're going to type in our same name again. When you miss our church anniversary celebration. And enter to save. It's very large, but I think I'm going to do it online. So, still not perfect, but when you miss our, and you see if we make the same mistake again, as you can see it says there, you shift and enter for multiple lines, so you press both buttons at the same time, shift enter, church anniversary celebration. There we go, it's automatically centered for us, and you see here the format options. Gonna click drop shadow. The angle doesn't really matter, but normally it's towards the right. But let's go back here, fonts, impact, and bam, we have our meme here, good and ready to go. So I hope you all were informed. I don't know, the best possible explanation for this that doesn't sound a bit odd. But I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you were able to make your own memes, and we will be back for this segment here uh, to for you to learn how to make memes here. The second part is about how to upload them to the Facebook group or the preferred platform.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Y'all back? Y'all's audio back there? Mike and Chuck, y'all still back there?
I'm
I
still here.
am here, yes.
All right. So
Good
let me ask
stuff.
y'all, because again, appreciate everything here and what we try and teach as well. That thankfully, and man, that echo is still getting me. I just can't do it, Chuck. um, the good thing is, like we always talk about, you can use social media for a whole bunch of stuff. It doesn't always have to be Bible study. It doesn't always have to be a sermon. You can leverage this platform to reach any type of thing. You know, we have tons of ideas where we can have a meet and greet, kind of like what we're doing today, sharing, talking about memes, talking about just having some fun. You can actually do a online scavenger hunt. I've been trying to put this together, but I've been busy. I want to set up something like I did at my church where we have a Bible trivia where we actually open this up to the whole world, and we do prizes and giveaways as well too. So hopefully this will have the creative juices flowing that y'all can do any type of thing with social media to minister and share. Ministry isn't always just talking about the Bible and smacking people upside people's heads. It's sometimes showing the Bible within us, and people can see
Amen.
that how we live
Yeah.
our lives and minister. Again, I talk about computers all the time, but y'all know I'm a Christian because I tell you that. But you can do a bunch of stuff. So I mean, Chuck, just trying to mix it up a little bit. Chuck, Mike, Josh, what are some creative ideas that you can leverage with what we're doing? I mean, you can talk about memes, you can talk about anything. What are some creative ways that ministries can use just to reach and be, kind of stand out, do something different? Because I mean, anybody can. All of us live stream our church services, but any thoughts you want to share? Any type of input? And
Yeah,
Mr. G. Albert,
get your youth.
thank you for the super chat. Go ahead.
I was going to
Thank
say
you,
get your
Albert.
youth groups involved with TikTok.
Excellent, excellent. Mike, and I guess I should call so that way we're not all call each of one of y'all out, so that way we're not talking over top of each other. Mike.
Our church, our kids program, the leader we basically set up our room with webcams and stuff. And so they do their program, and they have a station where they can basically have a top down view. And so sometimes they'll do like object lessons there. And so you can, you know, each week she can prepare an object lesson and stuff, and then you can put that out, and just different ways that people can, get their people's attention in different ways other than just like a regular Sunday morning type thing, you know.
Excellent, excellent. Josh, any ideas?
One thing also is to keep up with the trends and make sure you do it in looking for the word in a, I don't know if I want to say proper, but make sure it's in a form that will reach people. I can't think of the word. Most people try to do it. They try to reach out with many different trends. That's a great thing to do, but also you have to know how to do it in a way where people just look and it's like, huh, this is scuffed. I don't like it. It looks awful, looks cringy, as some people will even say. And they might just tune off. So make sure you explore the latest trends and do it in a way that is at least able to reach more people.
Exactly. I would say as well too, realize and now it's time for the uppercut that we normally do is realize that the technology that we have, memes, video, live streaming, whatever, that's all great. But if you're not relevant to what's going on right now, that's where cringiness is very obvious. You know, um, again, if you're talking about like, hey, we got that cheddar, we got that cash, we got that dineros. I mean, it's like, all right, first off, did you just finally find new words that were prevalent and were in style maybe 15 years ago? Now you're just lame. That's just me. But the idea is to come up with something that's relevant and talk to, again, everything that you do on social media does not need to reach everyone. Again, I'm not a big TikToker, just like Chuck was saying, but TikTok can be used in a format to reach a certain amount of people. A lot of people have the mindset that whatever we do, it has to reach everybody. No, it doesn't. It needs to reach a specific group. Because again, I can't reach the same people that Mike is reaching. I can't meet the same people that Josh is reaching, but collectively, we're reaching everybody. So don't think that whatever tool you have, it needs to be so engineered that it will reach every single person on the planet because it's not. It's not going to do that anyway. Go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, I was going to say, and besides technology, think about this. You could also just lead a questionable life where people, and what I mean by that is lead a life where people want to ask you questions. Who are like, what is he doing that makes him so happy all the time? What is he doing that makes him feel good and act this way? Lead a questionable life so people ask you questions and then share the word with them.
Exactly. Let the what they say. Sometimes the only Bible people see is the one that's in you. Josh, you have something?
Hopefully, I'm not ending the topic here.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go to our Just Giving page, I'm gonna even pull it up now. If again, that's justgiving.com/meme showdown, in case anyone was curious. If you go now to our page, you might notice that it says, "Oh, we 31%, uh,
There you go. You got the
thirty-one
same thing I
percent
was going to do.
has been raised." He even got it from, and now we both took it up. I get it, but uh, $16 out of $50. Earlier it was 1,000, and people might be, it's just a small stream or probably amateur. But we do have that for a reason. Whoever is first, when we reach that $50 goal, we are going to give away, Mike, that Minion shampoo.
Yep. Yep.
Not the
When we
minion
reach fifty
shampoo.
dollars, the Minion shampoo is gone.
Now, again, just educate everybody again, Josh, on what is this? What is this again, so you can help everybody get an understanding of what's the point of this. You sure this ain't just going to your pocket so you can get yourself a new Xbox?
I don't think I'd buy an Xbox. I'd probably buy an iPhone 12 Pro Max, but that's not what this is going to. But
Well,
when you
I'm sorry. I'm
donate,
sorry to interrupt you. I say so. The donation is trying to help with awareness to teach you to get off of the Apple products. Gotcha. That's where the donations are going.
We'll hit that goal so fast.
But go ahead, Josh. What you were saying?
But these donations, we are here tonight raising money for Comic Relief. They are an organization. If you probably don't watch cable television or YouTube or wherever, towards the month of May, they usually annually have their Red Nose Day celebration. If you enter the company or the people behind it, it is Comic Relief, and they help to with people with poverty. Their organization is based out of the United Kingdom, but they have projects in the U.S. mostly and around the entire world. So your donation helps with those in poverty. And for our site, we have chosen Just Giving. It is a site verified and approved by Comic Relief themselves, and donating it with Just Giving is very, very simple. Your details are safe with Just Giving. They'll never send unwanted emails with you. Once you donate, they'll send your money directly to the charity. So it's the most way to donate, saving time and costs for the charity.
Awesome, awesome. So again, I mean, this is just another way that we can give back in, you know, instead of just going to your local offering and tithes. Please don't stop that. But this is a way for us to come together and help change and impact in a tangible way. So again, excited about that. And Josh, I don't know. Have you looked at that screen recently? Interesting. It's almost like
Oh,
something happened.
the shampoo is
131%,
gone.
60. Wait. Wait a minute.
So we
I got
got somebody gave
confused.
an anonymous from $20. So again, I mean, I think it's really cool. Because again, I appreciate this because this is another way that we can help not just the community but the body at large in ways. So again, I'm gonna call y'all out right now. We already talked about it. Thinking about doing a 24-hour Q&A session where it's meant for a fundraiser to help give donations to a charity, a ministry, a community, something like that. And again, especially if we do something, I'd love to be able to, hey, why don't we follow the money and see where it's actually going and actually have the people on camera of the people that is being impacted by what we're giving as well. So I think that's another awesome idea. You never know. We might even do a 24-hour gaming session or setting the Guinness Book World Records if we can read the Bible from beginning to end nonstop. You know, that might be something as well too. That might be cool. That was something I tried to do at my church before COVID happened. But now that we can get everybody involved all over the world, I think that would be really cool. Adam, hello. Thank you for joining us. So what's on the schedule next? Go ahead, Josh.
Actually, before we move on, so Mike, you have to give away that those
I saw
those
that. Yeah,
minion shampoos. Now
yeah.
it's raised up to $100 now. So once we reach 100, this is going bye bye. So on the
Not
table,
the bedazzled Rubik's cube.
$100. Once we reach it, it'll be donated. I don't know how, Mike. How we can this minion shampoo to people? You know, we'll just give it. Francisco will give it to you. Email AJ with the address, and we'll send it to you.
Well,
He's safe and secure with your address. He definitely won't stalk you in the
and
next couple of nights.
I'll put it this way. Again, if you want to, now that we can set some rules, I guess, to our giving and stuff like that, we hit 500. The last person to get to once we get to 500, I'll give away the YOLO Box Pro. And if this is a big if, and I understand if people don't want to do this, if you want to give and put your name on it so it's not anonymous, we'll randomly pick from that. If not, once we hit $500, what I'll do is I'll put the stream We need to figure out a way. I was gonna put people randomly in a random generator. In that way, we can pick a random person who's following it, and that's who we'll bless with the Yellow Box Pro. We'll figure that out. But the Yellow Box will go away to somebody once we hit $500. How about that? Everybody
This
cool
is
with
what we
that?
That
call in the
sounds
broadcast business working on the fly.
Absolutely. So again, I think it's a
well.
good way that we can do that. Go ahead, Josh. Sorry.
All right. I don't know if the songs are ready. If you want to play those now.
No, because looping through the audio, I'm not able to get it to play through. Um,
I think I can. I think I could play it on mine. Oh, I even have these open. I didn't even realize. So we'll play the song after. Give me a while to set it up. But now in the program, we can go to this morning's meme segment that was supposed to air.
Now, are these all the?
But uh,
I want to make
this
sure I
meme
have the right
of
memes that you sent because I only have. Wait a minute. I had that in presenter. I have.
anyone works fine.
Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do then is let me get my screen up here so we can do the memes and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go back to my screen here. So it's just me, and then we're gonna cut over to input number 4, and we're gonna go through the images here. And maybe I can put myself over top of here as well too, so we can all see what's going on. So we're going to over here. You got my picture and picture on, and let's go to number 1. Now I did not put this. This is what Josh sent. So hey, I appreciate it. But let's go to number 1. The A10 Mini Pro Max. Tell your story live. Okay. You got the little images, the camera embedded into that. What's the next one we got? A classic OBS one here. Encoding overloaded. All right. Now, and let me bring y'all's audio in so y'all can talk as well too. And we got Mike in there, so all of y'all's audio is live. So, Josh, are these ones that are the contenders for the grand prize as well too?
These made by me, so technically not in the drawing. They're
Oh,
whoever when they make the memes. Hopefully, they're in the process of making the memes right now. Wink, wink. Once they're making the memes, once they submit it, we can go into drawing, and you, AJ, are chosen to be the judge, or our other guests here. They can choose as well.
okay. So in other words, I can make a meme and pick myself and give the prize
No,
back
no,
to me.
no,
Excellent.
no,
Gotcha.
no.
Gotcha. No,
No,
it's too
I'll
late
know
now.
when you
Gotcha.
make it meme.
no.
I'll know it's you, AJ. I'll know.
Drop frames or draw 25. Interesting. That is a good photo or deep fake of me on that picture there, Josh. Let's
That
go
ain't
to
me.
our next one. OS update now available. New version of software. Mouse battery low. Sunday morning service. The church's presentation computer. Yeah, ain't it always like that? I felt like that just now. Putting this together. All right. Next one. System update required. Remind me later. Downloading. I'm right in the middle of a service. Windows rebooting. Man, do you understand? That has happened so many times. You know the other way you get around that? Disconnected from the internet. Hopefully that's not your streaming computer. All right, next one. We all have that one monitor. Oh, that's a classic. What's our next one here? This one right here, Chuck. As
Ah,
someone who does radio stuff, what would you do if somebody did this to you?
well, it's not very godly, but I'd kill him.
You give them the right-handed fellowship and maybe the left.
Oh, so you're gonna
Oh,
lay some hands on these people, huh?
oh
We
yeah,
gotta bring Elliot up in here to give him the stare.
the
All
the
right,
lashing of tongues and the laying on of hands.
very much so. All right, next one here. when you turn on that PC you built for the first time. Now, I've been getting an email with somebody else that I've been doing off screen that another church is asking me to build a system for them. You know, I've seen so many people who do these videos of like, AJ, I followed your video building my first computer. I'm sure that's exactly how they were responding with that. Now, this next one does not have audio so that y'all can hear. Well, no, I'm gonna skip that one. I'm gonna go to your extra that you sent me there, Josh. And I saw somebody else do this. This vocalist does not know how to sing on key. Hit him with that reverb. That way it makes it 12 times worse.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, very much so. Turn this off here. Let's bring everybody back. And I need to turn my stuff back to my camera. There we go.
And stuff.
Lord.
All right. So the song is ready if you want to play, AJ.
But that's gonna be you, right?
Yeah, I have it on my monitor.
All right. So I'm gonna make you the focus, and you go for it.
All right.
May my soul look up. May my soul look up in the sky, and my will be lost in thine. Draw me nearer, nearer, blessed Lord, to thy presence thou hast done. Draw me nearer, blessed Lord, nearer, blessed Lord, to thy precious peace. Oh, the pure delight. Oh, the pure delight of a single hour that before thy throne I stand. When I kneel in prayer with thee, my God, I commune as friend with friend. Draw me near, draw me nearer, nearer, blessed to the cross where thou hast died. Draw me nearer, nearer, blessed Lord, to thy precious peace. Draw me near, draw me near, draw me nearer, nearer, blessed Lord, to the cross where thou hast died. Draw me nearer, nearer, blessed Lord, to thy precious peace.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Are y'all back in there in the audio there?
Yep.
Awesome. Now Josh, this is what I want to bring up and ask some other people as well too. First off, the camera on the keyboard and then the drums, very sick. Love that. And it just shows, hopefully, y'all can get some inspiration from the stuff that is going on. So that way you can see different aspects of how you can do your music. Now, again, this is what we talked about before. What we do here, this isn't just for the giggles. We want to actually help with you with your videography, the production of what you're doing, because your live stream, whatever it is, it's about influence. It's how you can hold people's attention so that you can help share whatever. That's the benefit of music ministry as well too. Music gets people into church a whole lot easier than just the word. I know a lot of people don't like that,
Hmm.
but it helps soften, set the spirit, set the atmosphere. It softens up that heart so that people are more open to hear the message. So be mindful. I don't know, I'm hearing some static on there. That's actually allows different aspects to bring people in. So that's what we're always talking about, your creativity. So I actually put that out there as well. Maybe just record just your praise team, your choir, your musicians, something like that, because that is a different aspect of ministry that can actually resonate with people. I think, who was it? Somebody shared with me, was it on Francisco? If you're still in the chat, there was, I think it was his conference where somebody just shared a video. It was 3 minutes of a sermon, and that video impacted 8 million people. And that was from last year.
Hmm.
And it just shows
Yep.
that, hey, an hour long sermon is not necessarily just as impactful as a 30-second word that can reach. So, don't just think more is better. Be creative with what you can do. And that one song can reach more people probably in the lifetime of it being online than a ton of services that y'all have. Any thoughts,
Yep.
Mike, Chuck, Josh, any of y'all?
Yep, and it's if you enjoyed what's going on right now, we have a whole praise and worship session coming up in a couple of minutes, or after a couple of sessions. I want to quickly get an update on the donations.
Yeah, go ahead.
What to do? What to do?
No, I was saying from a donation, I was like praise and worship. I was like the keyboard and all that other stuff. Go ahead.
Oh, you thought I was gonna do a church giving thing now, huh? What?
He's like, go ahead, reach deep into
Actually,
your pockets, folks. Nah, go ahead, Josh. You said an update on the donations.
speaking of, yeah, can you actually bring up a video? I mean, not the video, the page for me, please, AJ?
Yeah, give me a half a second. Make this full screen. I'm gonna go back to me. Let me bring y'all's audio back in so we can hear y'all. I should have made this as a trigger, so that would be easier to do. All right, so there we go. Y'all should be live so we can hear y'all's voices as well too. That good?
That's good.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Yep.
we are at $73. 72% of the donations. Jack Wolf, thank you for sorry. Jack Wolf, thank you for the donation. Again, you can donate with the link tree. It has been displayed. It was displayed just now during the aired. You can donate through Just Giving. You can donate through the live chat. There's the link again. Uh,
Hey Josh, go ahead and bump it up.
you
Bump it
know,
up to 250. I'm serious. Hey, hey,
yeah,
we shoot for the stars. Hit the moon as a consequence.
even
Yep.
the app is actually telling me we're halfway there.
Okay.
Uh,
So if we do a quick update,
hold on, sorry, a song. One of the songs was playing that just gonna air. We'll air that now. You can reload the page now. It's up to 250.
okay.
They're at 72%. Well, we were now
All right.
28%.
Awesome.
250. And now the
And
Rubik's Cube is going
now
away.
what I'll also say is anybody who's doing super chats and stuff like that, I will take that and have it go directly to this as well too.
Yep.
So we're actually at add another 5 to that from the donation from Mr. G. Albert, and that will go directly to that as well too. So we're actually at
Well,
what 78.
I'm trying to get this thing already, but it's the quick thing. It was gonna be later in the schedule. Aha, there it is. Trying to find this little
So
graphic I
AJ,
can put.
Yeah, go ahead, Chuck.
let me ask you something. How many people do we have watching the stream right now?
Let me see. From YouTube, we have, at least on my YouTube, we have 12. On the face on our Facebook group, let me see how many are on that. It says 7 right now. On my page, YouTube page directly, it's 1. Josh, what you got?
Let me see on my Facebook.
So far, I would say
Wow.
we're at least at around maybe 25.
Okay.
We're
So
on.
if
We have one
everybody
on
who's
the
watching this
on.
stream
Mm-hmm.
would donate just $5, less than the cup of from Starbucks, cup of coffee from Starbucks, we would get up to another what 5 times 25 is going to be what
$125.
$125
Yep.
just for $5 per person. That's the way to think about it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
That is. That is. We just got a comment here from Sister Sophia, Jackie Sophia Jill Allen. What are we donating for? Again, I'll explain. We are here raising funds for Comic Relief. If you do not know who Comic Relief is, Uh, they're an organization. They're well known for their Red Nose Day event, usually around May of every year. And their prime focus is to help those who are living in poverty and to help those who are living in need. We're here giggling a couple of times, but we never know who's out there who's struggling for a meal, who hasn't eaten in days, and who's struggling to feed their children. So that's what we're here doing. They're their organization span reaches is funded, or I should say, uh, incorporated in the UK, but they have stuff in the US as well as around the world. So now we're here on 28%, and this
And
was supposed to be way off.
yeah,
Go
what
ahead,
I'm
AJ.
saying, I'm anybody who's doing a super chat, I'm just passing it through right now. So when I see somebody do it, I contribute what they just gave so it shows up immediately so that everybody can see.
And we just have from Otis, so thank you, Otis, for the donation.
Yes,
So
sir.
we are here. Let's go back to our just giving. We are raising funds, as Chuck said with that wonderful example. We're at $73 out of 250. It was raised by someone, but we're gonna take it old school. We're gonna do a classical church giving segment. We'll bring in some music if you can put me on the spotlight again, AJ. And we will have a classical offering segment, you know.
You are so faithful, and we bless your name. We give you all the glory and honor and praise, because you are worthy of it all, Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We're singing right here. Oh, see everybody say faithful, 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 faithful is our God. Oh, say faithful, 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 faithful is our God. So lift it up and say faithful. Faithful, 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 faithful is our God. Let me hear you say faithful, 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 faithful is our God. See, I'm reaping the harvest God promised me. Take back what the devil stole. Now rejoice today. For I shall, Lord, see. Rejoice today. I shall rejoice. I'm reaping the harvest. Take back what the devil in the harvest. I'm reaping the harvest God promised me. Take back. I'm reaping the harvest. I'm reaping the harvest God promised me. Take back what the devil and I joy See, and I rejoice. Everybody, clap your hands. Oh, see, and I rejoice. For I shall be good for me, Lord. Hallelujah.
All right, eh? Let's see what
Just
we
one,
got.
two. Everyone there?
Yep, I can hear you. Can everybody else hear?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Awesome, awesome. All right, and for whatever reason, the page hung when I tried to do pass through Mr.
Yep.
G. Albert and Otis's, so their names are not there, but the amount is there. So we're at 83. Thank you so much for those who are doing that. Said what happened to the picture? Are we still? Let me go back here. I mean, it seems like everything is
It's
fine.
still running. It's probably asking about the because I switched it in between. But
Hey, and let me bring up some stuff right now so everybody can see. So that was Otis, and actually, let me do Otis here. Thank you again, Otis. Here, he gave a super chat of $5. That's what I just passed on. Mr. Chris just gave 10. Cool cause, sorry. Saw my neighbor just got home and was parking a little too close to the side, which would freak out my wife. We ended up chatting a little bit. Awesome. Thank you so much. Brian Jones also gave 5, so we're adding another 15 right there. And then Chris is also saying, gave a little extra, hoping that I would convert to US. Hey, it doesn't matter. I'll contribute it there. So that was another 15. So thank you so much. Really,
so
I
106
appreciate
out of 250. We're at 42%. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, so let me go back here. And I'm sure I'm going to get a call from my bank here in a second. Like, are you making these? Yes, it's me. It's fine. Hey, you gotta be
Was in your
careful.
wallet.
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing. I used to work at Capital One. I actually used to do all of the accounts and everybody. Well, the people who worked at Capital One. That's what I used to do. So that was Brian and Chris. I'll say this is super chats. So, Mike and Chuck. Well, we'll start with Mike. Hey, so what is going on in your neck of the woods, Mike? I mean, you're up there in the Great North, right? What's going on there with y'all?
Well, things are going well. We're basically preparing. We have a missionary coming on Sunday, and so that'll be great. He's going to come and give us an update on what he's been doing. And so we're actually setting up. I have to do he's bringing a PowerPoint presentation, so we're going to be like setting up a thing so that he can uh, do the PowerPoint presentation, and he'll be in one of the four corners and stuff. So we've got that set up. So that'll be kind of cool, the way to do that. So it's interesting. So
Awesome, awesome. Chuck, what's going on? I don't know. Did you see me jump in y'all's church service on y'all's live stream? Because at first I was like, who is this? I was like, wait a minute. I know that arm that holds that camera.
I did not see that. I was busy trying to handle the baptism because I got told last minute we had a baptism last Sunday. So I was trying to figure out camera angles and everything, and then I forgot to remove the lower third, so I cut off people's heads with the lower third while they were doing the baptism.
Man, ain't it always that? I mean, I think that's what keeps it.
Fresh.
Yeah. And then, like I said, my bank just did that, so I need to go through here. It says your donation did not go through, so let's try that again. Because that was Brian and Chris. Here. Yeah, I
But you know,
think.
it's
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say it's just an interesting time. I mean, the technology has changed. 2 years ago, before COVID, we were using an iPhone 5 to do this. Now I've got 6 cameras set up in the church. The choir's coming back this Sunday, so I'm going to have to get my choir fitted into the camera so I can show them when they're on. So it's just an amazing time to be able to do this stuff.
Yeah, I
Indeed
mean
it is. Indeed it is.
yeah, it's just awesome. Just like I don't know if Francisco is still in the chat. Just want to shout out the conference that they had, the mission
On a mission
on
for
a
the Great
mission for the Great
Commission.
Commission. Thank you.
Yeah.
That there was around like about 45 to 50 people on there, but it was like seven to 15 different countries represented. I mean, that's powerful. All right, so we have Elysia was trying to give as well too, and the website was giving her a little issue as well too. So what you could do is you could give a super chat towards it, and then ultimately I will just add all that up and give as well too. So if you're still having an issue with the website, you could do it that way. And I will put that
All
out
right.
there as well too. If you want to do Cash App, you can give that towards AJ, the CEO, and I will forward all of that as well too. If you want to do it that way, because again,
Mike
thank
then
y'all
got a
just for the
smug
fact
look on
that you
his
want to do it.
face. He said Mike had a smug look on his face. He had his own little name thing going on down there.
Yeah,
I
I
just
saw it. Yeah,
threw
it had
up
that
the
lower third.
lower third that we had on the. Yeah, it was good stuff. Yeah,
Uh,
the conference was really good.
Yeah, and
you want to
it's
do the
awesome. Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
you want to do the polls now, or
Sure. You need to
all
be
right then
full
let me,
screen or what?
all right, you can put in full screen.
All right. Actually, Adam is saying, where is the link for that? What I will do, and let me share that again for y'all. The link is here, and in the third one down or something like that. Yeah, the third one down is donations, and that's where you can give it right there. And sorry, I was actually trying to move the box up in the center of the screen so it's not cutting Chuck, you and Mike off. But for whatever reason, I think this tile
We're
that I
fine.
have won't let me move it here. But yeah, so that's what it is, folks. Thank you so much. So from a chat right now, we have 2394. I need to add another 19 to 20 to that. So the amount we're at right now, we're around 156. That's where we're at. And thank you, Elysia. She gave 25. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, let's
So let me
go.
move over to you, Josh.
All right, so let's go right on over to our polls. If you go, let's go right back to our Linktree link because it has all the links to a this evening. So let's go right back here to our Linktree here. Here's a banner for supporting anti-racism, another issue that is going on in our community. If you want to support that, you can click the Act Now button. We're going to minimize it for right now. So right here, the polls and Q box, the very last one. Let's click that. And you'll be redirected to our custom polls and Q&A link. It's gonna say that our hashtag or key for tonight is memes. So here we go. We have our polls live right now. But before I get to that, I'll show you the others on top. There's a dark mode for if you want as well. We have our Q&A here. For tonight, since we are streaming on so many platforms, we want to get all our questions into one platform. You can ask it on the chat, but it's highly recommended to do it here so you don't have to scramble around through all the other chats. We can do a test work right now. How does this thing work? And we can always send our question, and we will see when it's ready. For ideas, we have no active topic. I should have played around with that before the event. But now back to our polls here. So now we want you to get in here to all our polls, and we are going to ask a couple of questions. How do you like the stream so far? Is there anything we can do to make it better? I will be going through these questions for a while. I don't know if I should. Do I want to play the music? Let's see, thinking. No one. Alright, we'll play some piano music while we wait. There. Hopefully, we were all able to get it. I'm gonna go to the next one here. Alright, so the next one, load down the music, is to name what you like about the memes in one word. And the one word that cannot be used is funny. So, challenge here. One word that isn't funny. Name our memes in one word. What you like about them that isn't the word funny. This looks like it's getting larger. Some people are voting funny.
us back over here for a second. So what I want to do is kind of steer this a little bit different. We can still have this, but I got a lot. I was able to bring in my Facebook one as well too. So we have some more people here. What I want to do is maybe
Nice.
bridge this into our Q&A session because I got a lot of people who are asking questions. So I should be, unfortunately, I know we're on a bunch of platforms, but right now I can only bring in, I can't bring in groups. I have my AJ the CEO Facebook page, and I have YouTube that I can pull pages from, questions from, and comments from. If y'all are on any other place that y'all are seeing, Mike, Chuck, Josh, y'all can have to just read them out, and we can address them and just throw them out to everybody here to try and answer some questions. So I'm gonna
Like,
jump.
again, you can always use the Q&A part right up here. Q&A, ask a question right there.
Yeah. So those I won't be able to show below, but y'all can submit your questions that way as well too.
Polls are starting to
Um,
close in about a minute, so.
all right. So let me see. I thought I had. So if y'all do have any questions, throw them out. This is just like we normally would do a Q&A that I do on Fridays, like we did earlier today. Now you got 4 times the brain power to answer some questions there.
At least 3.5.
Well, hey,
You know, AJ,
don't make fun of the minion behind you there, Mike. Come on, man. You gotta let him use that. Go ahead, Chuck.
I was going to say, when I watch your Q&As on Fridays, there's a question that comes up week after week after week, an audio question, and it's about how do I get rid of that 60 cycle hum? And you answered it this morning. But one of the things people got to keep in mind is your ATEM Mini, if you're using the ATEM Mini, has a 2-prong plug. Most mixers have a 3-prong plug. So you're getting a 60 cycle hum because you've got a electrical difference that's going on, and it's caused by having the 3-prong, which is grounded, and the 2-prong, which is not. And what happens is you need something like you put in there, and you get it for like $15 on Amazon. It's a hum eliminator, and that has to be in that loop. If you're using the ATM Mini at all, you need to have one of those as part of your equipment that you buy. So you need to make sure if you're running the audio into the ATM, you need to do that. And that will solve that 60 cycle hum that people get again and again, and they don't realize why they have it.
Awesome. Yeah, I completely agree. Because I'm going through my audio directly through the Rodecaster, and I wanted to test switching over to just the Black Magic, but I hear a hum in when I'm editing, so I didn't really understand what that was. So just off of like I said, I don't know everything. Always stay the student. I remember you saying that, and then that's when I finally got one. And from an editing standpoint, I don't hear the hum when I'm pulling the audio from the ATEM. So much appreciated for that.
Yeah.
And you know what?
So
We
I'm
ain't got a lot
checking.
of, well, Josh, real quick, we ain't got a lot of motion on this live stream. So I'm going to drop some fire and some hotness here in the chat. And that's really
Go
meant for
right ahead.
everybody. So I'm waiting for it to update. Otis says he's on the way home. I'm waiting for this to update here.
$400. $400 donations. We will donate a YOLO Box Pro. It is a live switcher
Oh
that
no,
you can use to
I
stream.
switched it up on you there, Josh. I was saying that we added another giveaway. We hit 400.
Oh, for Marco, PTZ.
We will do a PTZ camera. Once we get to that, we'll
Donate,
randomly
donate,
pick that.
donate.
Once we hit the 400, once we hit the 500, is a YOLO Box Pro is going to somebody. So, hey, it's almost like, hey, forget. I see. I never understood at a church where it's like, hey, we're gonna have a bake sale. Hey, you give me $5 for this piece of pie, and then I'll donate $5. I was like, how about just give the $5? I don't know. So I kind of want to switch it on its head for a mere $5 that y'all give, and when we get to the 5, I mean, where do you have the chances of that? You can give a $5 donation, and then anybody who didn't even give, can get the option of winning
Minion
bedazzled
shampoo.
Rubik's Cube, from Famako 20X PTZ, or a YOLO box.
And the
Hey,
yellow
this stuff is,
box.
yeah, and it's going to a great cause. So this is where we can come together from different ministries together and actually do something. We actually have Robert said that he donated using PayPal. So let me verify. Who did you send that to there, Robert? Did you go directly to the donation, or did you went to me? I think probably next time what we could do is maybe have it go to Stripe or something like that, or PayPal, or a centralized one. So that way, just like with church, you have your online giving because you give multiple options for people to give. It's
We
like,
have
it doesn't matter if it goes to
$26 from YouTube viewers and $25 from CG Media. So thank you again. Thank you. Before we get to the Q&A, I think we have 2 more things before we get there. Then we can play a song and stuff in between. So it's just the worship session and the submitting the memes. So get the full screen up. Get everything ready. Everything is ready. So we are going to have our worship session by our praise team. Let's say we to them for a while. So we hope and we pray that you'll be blessed.
Today, hallelujah. God has woke us up this morning, so we just got to give him all the praise because he deserves it. I just want to read a verse to you guys. It says, Psalms 145 verse 3, it says, great is the Lord. He is most worthy of praise. No one can measure his greatness. So we just got to give God the praise because he's worthy. Come on, clap your hands with us right here. Come on, he's worthy. Come on and clap your hands. Hallelujah. God, you are worthy of it all. So we bless your name. Come on, you know this song. Come on, help me sing. Hey, hallelujah, hallelujah. You're worthy to be praised. Hallelujah, hallelujah. You're worthy to be praised. He's worthy, so hallelujah, hallelujah. Yes, you're worthy to be praised. Hallelujah, hallelujah. You're worthy to be praised. I lift my hands. I lift my hands. I praise you, and I bow my head. I bow my head. I honor you, Lord. I honor you. See, I lift my head. I lift my head. We praise you, Lord. I praise you, Lord. And I bow my head. I bow my head. I honor you. I honor you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You're worthy to be praised. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Worthy. You're worthy to be praised. So we sing hallelujah. Hallelujah. You're worthy to be praised. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You're worthy to be praised. I lift my hands. I lift my hands. I praise you, Lord, and I bow my head. I bow my head. I honor you. I honor you. Say, I lift my head. I lift my head. Praise you, Lord. I praise you, Lord, and we bow our head. I bow my head. I honor you. Sing it up. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You're worthy to be praised. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Worthy. You're worthy to be praised. Now we bless your name. Say, hallelujah. Hallelujah. You're worthy to be praised. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Right here. You're worthy to be praised. Your hands. Hallelujah. God, we bless your name. You are worthy of our praise, Jesus. We bless you. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah to you, Jesus. Hallelujah. I want to sing this part. Sing hallelujah, you're worthy. Hallelujah, you're worthy. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, we praise your name. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, you're worthy. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Lord, we hallelujah. Hallelujah, you're worthy. God, we bless your name. Hallelujah, we praise your name. God, we honor you. You are worthy. Hallelujah. Come on, sing it again. Hallelujah. 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 I'm so content. Hallelujah. One time. Oh, hallelujah. 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 Lord, we lift you up. We lift your name, say. Lord, we lift you up. Lord, we lift you up, say. Lord, we lift you up. You've been so good to us, Jesus. Lord, we lift you up. So our soul cries out, hallelujah. Lord, we lift you up. God, we bless your name in this place. Lord, we lift you up. You are worthy of it all. Lord, we lift you up. You are worthy of it all. Lord, we lift you up. Lord, we lift you up, say. Lord, we lift you up. Lord, we lift you up, say. Lord, we lift you up. You've been so good to us, Jesus. We lift you higher, Jesus. We lift you higher. Lord, we lift you up. Hallelujah. God, we bless your name in this place. You are worthy of our worship, Jesus. We honor you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. This next song says, atmosphere shift now. Chains be broken. Break now. Holy Spirit, come down. Heaven open. Because there is only one name. And only one name that is able to save. There is only one name that is able to heal. That is able to deliver. That is able to set free. Hallelujah. That is able to break chains. And that is the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. So if you can just take a moment to just lift up a worship with the sound of surrender, just raise up a hallelujah. Just tell God who He is to you. Even if you have no other words to say, just say hallelujah. God, you're worthy. We thank you, Jesus. We expect a mighty shift to happen tonight, to happen this morning.
I don't want to quench the spirit. Let's go ahead and save that one there, Josh.
Because we know that anything can happen. We know that all things are possible. When it's from Jesus.
Hey, Josh, go ahead and save. Go ahead and save that one. All right. So we're gonna bring that in. All right, gotcha. We're gonna save that one, and we want to do a little stuff. We're gonna go back to some other ones as well too. But please make sure y'all submit y'all's question. And wait, actually, we got one super quick calling out somebody. Yeah, Chuck, this one is directly for you from Mr. Otis. Should I build my FX on bus out or matrix out to the live stream on the X32?
Well, I will be honest with you. I don't have the X32, so I'm not going to tell you that I know exactly how to do that. Um, what I do for our church is we use the QSC Touch Mix, and I actually am using an aux out, an auxiliary, like I would send if I was sending to a band, sending the monitor mix, and that's the way we do everything that way, so that I have a separate mix. Um, we don't use a whole lot of effects on ours because I don't have a band. The only thing I do is add a little chorus to our choir master's voice, and that goes only onto the aux send.
All right, for the lay folks, can you explain what is a bus and what's a matrix and what's the difference?
Okay. The matrix again. I don't use the X32, so I'm not gonna be able to tell you the matrix on a bus though. What a bus is going to be um, like a channel, right? You have when you're doing audio, like when I'm teaching my students audio production, we've got our mix channels, and then we send submixes to a bus. Like I could send every one of the drums to a separate bus, and then I can control all the drums with one slide fader. My cat is right behind me. I'm sure that's what you're laughing about right
Yeah, because
there.
I was like, he just
Uh,
creeped on like, hi.
yeah, he's huge too. Um, But so what a bus will do is allow you to put your effects out on the bus and actually use less processing power because you can have, as we talked about this morning, I would do a minimum of 5 mics on a drum set, right? So you could have 5 different things just for the drum. Um, and you can put those all to the same bus. So you have your levels set individually on each one of those, but then you have a master volume on your buses, and your buses will control the master volumes for multiple instruments. So say you have all your guitars on one bus, you have all your background vocals on one bus, you have your drums on one bus, and you can control those things instead of having to control each and every single individual volume. You can control them all through those buses.
Awesome, awesome.
If that makes sense for the layperson.
So, would you, and let me, because I'm learning this as well too. So, would you consider making a bus for your live stream so it would have a completely different sound for that, or would that be something different?
You could. The problem becomes when in when you're doing it with the mix. Okay, the problem becomes that you're sending everything live out the main channels. So when you're using that, you would have to create a submix just for your live stream. So to me, maybe you would send just your buses auxiliary to your submix for your live stream, your auxiliary for your live stream, right? So you could do a bus that's all your drums to the live stream, a bus that's your preacher to the live stream, a bus that is your music to the live stream, and then you wouldn't have to worry about the individual stuff that the mixer is doing for inside the church. And you'd have your set level, but anytime he adjusts those buses, it's going to adjust the volume on your stream as well.
So I'm looking up here what Mackie is saying for a matrix, and I guess this is not lay as well either. But I mean, this is like, you start getting into media ministry, it's almost like. Well, let me, before I say that, question for y'all and anybody is on the chat: what are the two universal languages that everybody on the face of the planet, when somebody speaks it, they know it? It's
Pig Latin and English.
English.
Pig Latin and English.
No.
HTML and English.
See, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Non-computer. What are ancient times? Two languages that somebody could say and everybody knows exactly what it is.
This one's too intense. Gotta cut out all the lights.
One of them is music. So you can put music notes down no matter what language and people will know.
Yeah.
And math. If you see the fundamentals of plus, minus, divide, those is universal that will go across.
You need both in mixing.
Yeah, need that in music as well too, just from playing and getting people to wear it as well. So from here, what Mackie.com is saying, what is a matrix? A matrix is used to route audio signals from multiple sources to different destinations or zones. So, for example, at Union Grove, I didn't set this up. This is how they're set up. They have a matrix for the choir. They have a matrix for the overflow. So, you know, it could be, hey, in the choir, I don't need to hear the environmental mics from the congregation. I just need to hear the bass and the piano. That's good for the choir because they don't need to hear everything else, because that's where they can. That's my example of what I think this is defining as a matrix. So,
yeah, well, with that definition, that's right, and it's basically, in that case, from an analog board's point of view, it would be the same thing as a bus or a submix or a subgroup. Okay, but we spell bus B-U-S-S, and you don't want to get hit by it.
Right.
So I'm just wondering then, why would they? I mean, it must be a reason, because I know the X32 can do buses and matrix. So I'm like, I wonder what would be the difference.
Well, you're probably, your matrix you're able to is where you're able to assign your different things to that, to your buses or to your mixes. I'm going to recommend. There's a couple great books. Bobby Alzinski is probably the master of recording audio and mixing audio. He's got the Recording Engineer's Handbook and the Mixing Engineer's Handbook. And anybody who is wanting to learn sound should buy those two books and use them. He'll teach you everything you need to know in those two books.
Awesome. And if you can send a link to that, I will put that up so people can see that. Because I mean, it's almost like media ministry is like you literally need to go to school um, to get a lot of the stuff. I mean, but thankfully, the school that we have is a school of hard knocks. Like you just learn it on the fly. Um, but let me go ahead and bring somebody else up in here, Mike. So you know some computers and some stuff. Well, what is your
Yep.
overall thought of like? Did you ever think that you knew you would be programming and writing code and stuff like that that's beneficial to different aspects of your ministry? Did you ever think when you were starting studying this stuff, it's like, yep, I really feel I'm going to be writing new interfaces for different devices and stuff like that to benefit ministry? And I'm
Yeah,
hearing I'm
it
hearing that.
was amazing when
Go ahead.
I started learning in university. I saw, the Lord just kind of spoke to me, and it's like we can use technology to share and just leverage technology. Technology can be used to spread like garbage all over, but you can also use technology to, you know, do amazing things. And so that's what I basically decided. Hey, I'm going to try and do and make sure that I use the skills that God has uh, allowed me to learn and apply that to further His kingdom. So it's amazing what you can do.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All right.
Chuck just sent us a book that helps with this. It's Bobby Owinski Mixing Engineer's Handbook and the Recording Engineer's Handbook. I'll send that in the live chat.
And while
I
I'm looking that up too, also have a actually have a Slido question here. This is from Aaron. He wants to know, how do you get better video and audio quality on Facebook, YouTube when sending from Boxcast that people will want to actually stay on? That was the comment that the question that Aaron is asking. Me personally, I have not used Boxcast. I've interacted with it, but I haven't known enough to dial up bit rate or anything like that. Is anybody using Boxcast or has used Boxcast at all?
I am not, but I want to apologize. I was on. I was trying to give you the links, and it dropped the call for me, so I'm back.
Okay. So the question was from Aaron talking about, how do you get better video and audio quality on Facebook and YouTube when sending from Boxcast that people would actually want to stay on? So I'm not familiar with Boxcast. I mean, I've interacted with it, but I haven't used it on a daily basis. So is anybody familiar with that? Mike, y'all don't use Boxcast?
No, we use Caster.
Okay. All right.
use
So
I
that's
use
Cast as
what.
well.
OBS, man.
Yeah, I completely agree. I still use OBS at my church. I use it here on occasion. Mainly, I do vmix because of all this other stuff. And again, I guess, well, I mean, since we haven't interacted with it, but that still gives us a dialogue to ask. I mean, what do y'all think is the reason why? And again, I'm not trying to badmouth anybody's choice of stuff like that. I'm just wondering, what do y'all think is from a lot of us who are using OBS? Why do you think people stay away from OBS or vmix or any of those?
I don't know. For me, OBS is easy to use. It's user friendly. Um, I can hook my Stream Deck up to it and change scenes super easy. It's free, which let me say that again. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Um, and you can go to multiple platforms right within the OBS since they've got the RTPM server. It, I don't see why anybody wouldn't use OBS.
Mike, what's your thoughts?
I guess the only thing with OBS, it depends on the power of the computer with your RTMP server. We use Caster because I don't know that our server, our streaming computer, could push out the streams. We go to Facebook and YouTube, so we just use Caster to send out the one stream, and then Caster will send it out to the other destinations there. But we use OBS to organize everything for that stream and push it out to Caster for the distribution on that.
Oh, so let me jump back
But
because I'm.
OBS, I think the
Oh,
other
go ahead.
thing with OBS, I guess there's a learning curve in kind of everything. So like there's like online stuff with like Melon and other places that it's actually quite simple to get started with, but you're gonna like hit a level of a place where the limit you're going to hit a limitation, whereas like OBS you can have plugins and other things to increase to go to the next level and stuff. So that's what I really like about OBS.
All right,
Yeah,
so I want to address something
especially
that
with the
was
new
here.
updates too.
Um,
Yeah.
Arthur Leak, Reverend Leak, was saying a matrix on the X32 is a copy of your main mix and then allows you to make slight variations to the overall mix. Thank you for that. And then Jackie has a question. How do you achieve consistent sound from week to week? We have an X32 also, and each week I'm challenged with either not enough vocals, too much instruments, or a click track that our keyboard player uses. Um, Thoughts on that? I have a comment about that, but I'll save and if somebody has a question. How do you have consistent sound? And I'm gonna stay away from the X32, but I'm just gonna say this in general. How do you have consistent sound from week to week, no matter which mixer that you're using? How
All right.
how do y'all consistently do that?
I get there at 9 o'clock. Service starts at 10:30. I do sound checks and I make sure that I go through and I get the level set. But I also have um, a scene that is set for my sound, right? So that if something happens and somebody moves something out of the way, all I have to do is recall that scene, and everything is set automatically the way that I've got it set, and it's always set that way. And as long as I'm the only person that touches it, it's always consistent.
And
Yeah.
I would agree.
And since I'm the only one doing it, I'm the only one that touches it.
Yeah, and I agree. I did that on our Roland M400 because see, this is I had the meme. I should have posted that one. The one where the lady was reaching inside the house in the mailbox and somebody came and just smacked the fire out of their arm.
Yeah,
That was my response, and that's what I wish I could do. What we used to do is we had our media booth open, and before I did the remote buttons, to where people would have to go up, the sexton would unlock the media booth, and people would go upstairs and turn the sound on and adjust. And it was a nightmare because it kept changing stuff. So what we had to do, just like you said, Chuck, is I have it set that we had an engineer come in, tweak the whole sound, made a copy of that scene, and anytime anybody touches anything, once the power gets shut off and it turns back on, that scene is restored back. And that scene is also saved on a thumb drive in a hidden location that I have not told anybody, to where if something worst case scenario, I can restore it back. Um,
Yep. Inside a used mayonnaise jar under Funkin' Wagnall's porch.
Let me bring up.
also I want to
Go ahead.
uh, two more things. And Mike just messaged me saying that we have reached 82% of our goal. I'm quickly scrambling here to check how much that amount actually is. That we've hit the 200 mark. We have $50 to go. Till a lucky viewer gets this sequin Rubik. Don't
The
I'm not gonna
bedazzled.
break it now. Rubik's
Broken
cube with
Rubik's
the
cube.
here with the white hole in it, so you can rig it in your favor.
Robert has a comment based off of this, which I think we're all true to this. It was saying that audio is so important and critical to ensure a great sound. Hire an expert for training like I did, which is completely true. And I must admit, you can have horrible video all day long.
Mm.
Bad audio is offensive. It's hurt. It's hurtful. What are the only two fears we're born with? Loud sounds and falling. That's what you're born with. Those are the fears. So those are innately built in to where it's like it's cringy. You don't want to deal with it. That's why you really want to get your sound. And I understand a lot of times these are new things that ministries have not have to spend money on, but it is very, 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 very important that you have to learn when what to invest in. If you asked me if anybody was like, well, AJ, what's the first thing that I should spend my money on? Get good sound, because that's
Hmm.
important. Like I said this before, I love my little girl. This the marine in me. You start mumbling, I don't know what it is. I get angry because I'm like, and I translate this to my daughter. It's like, baby, what you say, what you think is important. When you mumble, I can't hear what you're saying. And I know what you're saying is very important. I want to hear it. So I need you to enunciate. That's the same thing for your ministry. Whatever is coming out of your ministry, whatever word is said, it's important. It's going to minister to someone. Out of the 7.5 to 8 billion people on the face of this planet, your message is important. So it needs to be clearly heard because somebody might miss that one nugget that needs to be said that's going to change their life. That's why audio is important. Hey, yeah, we're streaming right now in 4K, and you can go to 8K, 12K, 15 billion K. That's great. But it says, the faith cometh by hearing, and hearing the word of God, not faith cometh by seeing in 8K and seeing the word of God. It didn't say that. So that's why your
No,
audio is important. Go
it
ahead,
says,
John.
let he who has ears listen,
Yeah, exactly. And it
right?
says, what's that?
And you left out a very a while ago.
Let me
Um,
see. Oh,
also,
actually, before you go to here, let me finish up what we have because we got a bunch of people here. A funny one here, and we'll bring it back to the audio that we're talking about. G. Albert was saying, um, I failed the test at my church when the AV engineering that was hired asked the church if anyone knew how to spell OBS or ATEM. I was the only one that raised my hand. Okay. Let me see. Chris was saying we're at 82%. Don, one of our missionaries there, we have 4 radio live stream recording in the house. Awesome. Otis is saying in reference to that, what quality for your sound check. Check your levels on stage band. That's what you're saying via the X32, a mix on the iPad for how much level the musicians are sending in the console. Ultimately, no matter what board you got, how do you get consistent sound? By doing a sound check before you go live. The days of you being able to turn on your mixer and it's just set and you never touching it again, those days are long gone. You always have to have some adjusting. You might not have to be a sound engineer and adjusting live and making adjustments all the time, but just turning it on and never having to adjust it, those days are gone.
Yeah, I was talking to my pastor the other day, and I was saying when we have people who want to come up and make announcements, they have got to get on mic. Otherwise, people who are listening to the live stream
Hmm.
cannot hear what's going on.
can I hear?
It's a different world out there. People are used to just standing up in front of the church and talking and not being mic'd, and you can't do that anymore.
Oh, that's the classic one I have. Say that again, Josh. Your volume is real low. Oh, I was going to say that was my response. I get that in church. You
Good
ever had those
example.
people? I'm that person that yells from the media booth, and I know it's not tactfully nice, but I do it anyway. Oh, I don't need a mic. I'm loud enough. Yes, you do. You do need a mic. Give them a mic. I don't need one. Yes, you do. Or you have the other people that are like this. Yeah, I don't need the mic. No, talk into the mic, folks. This is where
Everyone who
audio comes out. Not here, not
they
here, not
people
here.
need to be trained on how to use the mic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like,
How to use the mic 101. Number one, hold it straight to your mouth.
So you ain't got it like
Uh,
this right here.
we'll be like those rappers.
Yeah, close it
Here's
out
the
so
other
we know
thing
what we're
that
going through.
And
congregations got
no
to learn
Close
mic
it up.
too,
drops.
and that is it's show business now, right? It really is. You've got to look at it like everything has to start on time. We've got to make sure that we've got all the audio checked. The people have got to get there. If they're reading, like we're Episcopal Church, so we have readers, lectors who come in. They've got to be able to come in 30 minutes early so we can make sure that they get a sound check. Anybody in the vestry or the church, that is talking, the preacher or anybody else who's up there on the altar who's talking has got to be able to be mic'd, and they've got to make sure that they are there.
Yep, I agree. Josh, push it up. We're at
Oh,
257.
oh,
Let's go to
257. I was just about to say it.
yep.
We are, you know what? AJ, can you throw in something? Instead, not only will let's see who donated. Reverend Arthur Leak. Reverend Leak, one of our speakers for a missionary conference a while ago. You're winning a sequin Rubik's Cube. And I don't know, AJ, if we can bring this in. These e-missionary shirts you see we're wearing. Get
Hmm.
one. Get him one. Get him one. Just email the info. That's with AJ. No.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go.
Re- Reverend Leak, what you could do, if anybody wanted to get any of these, you can always go to ajhomes.com and there's a store you can do there. But yes, Reverend Leak, if you message me your size and stuff like that on Facebook, we'll make it happen. Let's
All right.
jump over
So where
to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
we still have to the meme thing on how to like send it, so you can actually get memes.
Okay.
Let's see. We're just about to push it up, but before we do that, where do you want to push it to?
Oh, for them to be shared and shown.
No, the goal. How much you want to raise it to?
Go
I don't.
for 400.
Maybe 300.
Nah, 400. 300 is like $43 away. Let's push it up. And see,
Or
I'm gonna mess
four
people up with this one.
50.
Hold on, I'm gonna mess people up with this one. We get to $2,000. I'll give that away.
You think we'll get that in time?
Hey,
Get
like I said, we
if
have to
anyone
set the goal.
before
Set the goal. We hit the moon as a
before we do
consequence.
this, if anyone in their family member has a highborn kinsman, please let them know about the stream. Please give them this link, or else we
If we
will not
hit,
reach that goal.
go ahead, Chuck.
I was just going to say, we originally set this till 7, and I've got other things that I've got to go. So if there are any other audio questions, real quick, before I have to leave, I'll be happy to try and answer anything.
Yeah, y'all heard the man. If y'all have any other audio, and I'm looking out on here as well too. Jackie wants to know, can Josh be a mentor to the youth who serve in our various ministries?
Sorry
Yes.
about the dog there. Maybe we'll bring him in a couple minutes, but I don't know. I'm not a motivational speaker. I don't do
Josh, your
TED Talks
presence,
yet,
your
but
presence is the motivation. I'm not saying that being a joke. It really is, because again, you're an excuse for mover. All of us are, because there's somebody that has an excuse of why we can't do something. Oh, you need to be at this age. We don't have anybody. That's what the group, the E-Missionary, the Facebook group is for, to where we have people from all over the face of the planet that remove excuses. So, and I heard somebody else was telling me that to stop saying that about myself. It's not about uplifting ourselves, but what we do is a motivation to somebody. I mention you to other folks that are saying we don't have, young people are not interested in that. Hey, we got somebody here. We also have other people in the group that are older saying, oh, I'm old, we can't do that. No, we have somebody in the group that does that as well too.
yeah, hold us.
Well, thank you there, Chuck. I really appreciate it, sir. If we do have any stuff, we'll send it out there.
Well, guys, it has been an absolute pleasure. Josh, thank you for inviting me this week. I know you had somebody else who was originally scheduled to do this, so I was happy to
Marv.
step in. and help out with you guys. And I hope you hit the goal. I'm praying for you, and let me know anything I can do to help.
Awesome.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All
Have a
right,
good
y'all take
weekend.
care.
Yep, you too. All right, we got a couple of other comments, and then we'll go to the meme stuff for you there, Josh. We got one. G. Albert knows this is true for everybody. When the audio is wrong, heads turn and look at who? The media booth. Exactly. When everything is right, no one looks in our direction because we're normally behind them. Other thing Robert was saying when it comes to audio is make
Actually,
sure.
quickly, before I get to that, actually, our first meme showdown, the kickoff meme, a version that was technically the premise of our first kickoff meme.
Awesome. Robert was saying also make sure cables are decent quality and they're the right type for the situation. And Aaron was saying we've all had this. My problem, AJ, my problem is my singer band likes to come in 5 minutes before we start countdown. Yeah, I've been there. I mean, when it comes to this in a serious note, people need to realize that it's not just for the people in the house. I'm not a sports person, but you go to any other team, they review the tapes. You need to have, just from a media ministry standpoint, leadership, one of the tips is get them in a room to go back and look at what is being produced. You need to take ownership of knowing, oh, this is, let's call it what it is. Hey, this may be the crap we're putting out here. You know, you wouldn't want anybody to come into your house and the church hasn't been cleaned up, the sanctuary hasn't been cleaned up. This is a digital representation of your ministry that is going to live forever unless you delete it.
Yeah.
But even then, if somebody comes in and makes a copy of it, now it's living forever no matter what you delete it. So you have to be mindful of that. Let's jump through these three and we'll get to your stuff. Francisco says, amen. G. Albert is also saying, no kidding, audio, sound check, backup cables, batteries, all essential. Aaron is also saying, my pastor's friend has a singer that holds the mic in her belly. Yeah, I've had that as well, too.
Can't even see it.
Otis was saying, I do the same thing. You do need a mic, and you are not a rapper. Robert has a question. Share with us, how are you getting audio to your live stream? For me, our audio is coming from a digital coax cable from a Roland M100. It goes into a Behringer Ultra Match that converts it down to EA. Well, actually, we don't need that anymore. It's going and converting to 2-channel XLR that goes directly into our ATEM Television Studio HD, which is sending the audio and video out over SDI that goes into our streaming system into a Decklink mini recorder 4K. That's how we're doing our audio. Josh, how are y'all capturing y'all's audio and sending it to the live stream?
I do not know at our church. I am horrible at audio. I'm not much. Truth's out.
Know.
Secrets out. I do not know much about. Don't know much about audio settings, but I can tell you the personal one at home. There's a mic here, covered by my shirt here. It's a 10 5 or whatever dollar lapel mic from Wish. I do have reset the camera here from the Panasonic V770. It's probably a bit more cuspy. Yeah, audio, video. Here I can switch to what I'm seeing right now. Graphic. Yeah, that's what I have for right now. I can switch it to my phone too.
Okay. Mike, how y'all doing y'all's audio?
Yeah, we do. We have a Scarlett 818 interface that basically we bring in like the pulpit mic and then a couple of the worship team vocals and stuff, and then we have uh, a mix that comes off the board that brings in the rest of uh, the instruments and some these sort of secondary channels and off to going in basically from RCA into like a mini into the computer, just the mic input.
Team RHO is saying, just jumping back to a comment that we said, we do retrospectives for our services, which is always good. I mean, heavy mean talk, if you want to call it that. Show me a ministry that doesn't watch back what they're producing, and I'll show you a ministry that's not effective. Rough talk, just being honest. I mean, if you're just up there just trying to
That'll be a
preach and
meme.
you don't even see if anybody's even receiving at all, I mean, obviously we can't see what everybody's doing online for the people who are watching, but if you're not even seeing the impact of the message, I'm saying we're not setting goals to be like we're checking off anything like that, but I mean, if you're just preaching and it's going over everybody's head, even in the congregation, sometimes we need to sit back. I mean, I sit back and look at all the wonderful comments that I get on my YouTube videos as well too, that I use that to gauge, am I being effective? Am I talking about something that's relevant to the audience that's listening to me? I think that's the same thing that's important from a ministry standpoint. I mean, are you relevant? If you're talking about buying Lamborghinis and God blessing you and this, and this, but the community at large that's around that you're impacting is having a hard time just trying to get by day to day, are you relevant? That's what allows our platform to do that as well too. Otis is saying from their audio standpoint, they say that we capture audio via Dante via AudioNet USB-C adapter in a computer, and they're using vMix as well at their ministry. So awesome. A bunch of stuff. I mean, we have direct as well. Advent Flame, thank you for joining us. Yeah, we're doing something new. This is completely different. This is a fundraiser for Comic Relief, where we having some goals. Some people have won some Minion shampoo, a bedazzled Rubik's Cube, and once we get to $400, I'm gonna be donating a PTZ camera to a ministry. Anybody that's there.
When
Once
we
we get
reach
to
$2,000,
we get to $2,000, I'm gonna
$2,000,
give
we
away
are
this the Blackmagic Studio camera, 4K plus.
tripod included.
No, honestly, that tripod. If you get that camera, and if you can't pay for a $200 tripod, you might not need that camera. Did I also say that the camera doesn't include a lens? Yeah, you need to get your own lens. Let's
This
see.
is so supposed to be in the fine print. Terms of service shouldn't be letting this out.
Let's see. Every week I watch over back the service and see what I can do to make it better. Exactly. That's how you get better. You're competing not against any other ministry. You're competing against yourself. Be better tomorrow than you were today. All right. So do we have any memes submitted there, Josh? What we got going on so far?
Actually, not yet. They don't know how. So right, we're going to show you how to meme. We've given you like a whole bunch of time. We're definitely off schedule, but let's see if we can get full screen. There we go. So let's go back into PowerPoint as we resume our memes 101 series. It's supposed to have like intro and stuff, but things had to be changed and stuff. So this is the best I can get, a change of colors, so gonna have to work on that. But let's go back into our meme here that we created earlier. Perfect. When the live stream is not working, crying Jordan. If you were unable to view it, feel free to go back into the stream. So, to save our image in PowerPoint, what we want to do is select the Control button and the letter A. Select them both at the same time. Alright, that's the wrong thing. If it does happen like that, just click anywhere on the white space. Sorry, it's my fault. Scroll, click anywhere in the white space, but once again, Control and A. You right click, save as picture, here to desktop. Let's change that to Josh Meme submission. Doesn't matter if it's a PNG or JPEG. PNGs are better for digital viewing. Let's scroll here, and let's go back to Google Slides, com/slides once again. Our PowerPoint should be saved. There you go, on title presentation. Let's click on that. Let's try and see what happens if we try and replicate the same thing. We Control A. If you try and right click, it doesn't show anything. So here we have to go to File, Export. There's a download, thank you, not export. And instead of doing files that need apps, sort of like a PDF or PowerPoint presentation, right here, your choice of JPEG or PNG. Let's download that, entitled presentation. And here, now we are going back to our link tree that we have set up. So linktree/meme showdown. And you see here to our website. You're going to go, sir, anti-racism banner again. We go to our website, our brand new website that was just released. If you haven't check it out, there's a brand new website promoting the event. We go right here to Ultimate Showdown. We scroll down to our live stream telling us about the event. You have these submissions. No, someone must have sent something. So if it not work, it's telling me it does now. We're gonna go into the Facebook. So let's go to facebook.com. Look and see what happened. So the is actually closed.
Let me bring it in. Josh, I think your audio froze up on us.
I think he's all frozen.
Okay. All right. So while we're waiting for Josh to come on back, I want to give a big shout out. Harvey contributed $25 as well. So thank you. I am transferring that directly to Comic Relief so we can see that on here. I forgot that I actually had a Cash App card, so I can just transfer it directly instead of me going to my own account and transferring here. So, hey, who knew? I mean, the card was all dinged up because it's been in my wallet and not been used. And there we go. So it is through. So if we do a update to this link here, want to see where we're at, and I see y'all's questions. I will bring it up there in a second.
I have two windows. Testing 1, 2. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Yep, you're back now.
All right, hold on. We got a buzz.
I don't know.
Somebody has feedback in here. Get rid of one of these.
One window's frozen on Josh, and
Yeah, the bottom one is what's there now. Apologize for the interruption. But there's a question for G. Albert. He's saying maybe I should get a Mac. Can you explain the audience the pros and cons of utilizing JPEG versus PNG? So, is good for or it's called portable network graphics or lossless compression, and JPEG stands for Joint Photographic Expert Group with Lossy. So JPEG's quality is a bit slower than PNG's quality. I think it went out for a second on vMix. But PNGs are used if size normally is an issue, but between there's no right or wrong answer. You can choose either if you want. But back to
The
the
other
tutorial
thing
here.
too, the other
Oh, go
thing
ahead,
too
Mike.
with PNGs is that if you need to have alpha, where you need like a transparent section of your graphic, PNGs can do that. With JPEGs, you don't have that, so you have to like key out or something like a black area. So PNGs are better when you need to have that type of thing happen.
Sure, sure. So back to the tutorial here. I created a post called "Post Your Memes from the Showdown," and I'm going to air it right now. So once again, it's in the Facebook group. Wait for it to post. Let's see. Here we go. Post your memes from the Showdown. Gonna click the comment button, or once you're here already in the comments, you click attach a photo or a video. Almost there. But the interruption earlier caused the stream to go out. And want to write a comment, you could say something, or if you choose not, you can still press enter. Haha, I'm just gonna put that and enter. So now, here we go. We have our meme here. Their live stream is not working, and now it's fully buffered. So that is how you make a meme, how you submit it, and we are waiting for you to create your own meme and for you to submit.
All right, I'm getting a little stuttering on your audio, but I think we got what you were saying there, Josh.
Yep, and in terms of our goal, we're at 73% with $295 being raised.
Awesome, awesome.
Like I said, we get to 400, we will pick somebody randomly, and we will order them a Fumaco PTZ camera. So for those who want to know, that is a $700 camera. And I think we lost Josh. I think he's probably
I
going to
don't
dial
know if
back
he
in.
turned off his video or just lost him.
Yeah, I don't have him on the call as well too, so he'll
Okay,
have to
so
dial back in
it's
for that
gone.
one. All right,
Yeah.
folks. So we're here. We're gonna be pretty shutting it down a little bit because I know we're going a lot longer. We're going off script here, but hey, that is such as the nature as it goes. So please make sure if you have memes, go ahead and submit those. Just really appreciate the fact that this is something different.
Sorry,
All
I'm
right,
here. I'm just getting something up real quick. Don't
okay.
mind.
All right.
Cool.
So thank y'all so much again. This is something different. This is something new for all of us. But thank you for being flexible because we're being flexible with this, and hopefully this will show and give you some comfort in the fact that hey, everything doesn't always work as planned, but it's about forward momentum. Your forward motion, your failing forward is better than successfully standing still. You know.
Exactly. Try stuff, and if it works, hey. If it doesn't, try something else.
Yep. So that is
Yeah.
always awesome. So that is a tip as well too. So it doesn't matter if your live stream or whatever you're doing with your ministry doesn't work at the beginning. It's either what I always heard from boot camp and heard from everywhere else. Either you win or you learn.
Mm-hmm.
The only time you lose is when you stop moving. Matt is saying thanks for this. Hey, you're welcome. Let's see who else we have. Question for you, Josh.
I know we're running.
Question for you. You're saying, Josh, can you explain the audience pros and oh, you already did that. Sorry.
We already did that.
I'm behind on the comment here. All right, so let's see what we got from a. Do we got any memes submitted there, Josh?
Let us see.
Only reason I'm saying that is because the tummy is calling, and I'm hungry, and I'm also sleepy, and my little one has a parade. You said nothing came in?
No, but we can quickly run the quiz if we want.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Do that.
Alright, so next up we do have our quiz, and maybe we can just go to our second song since there isn't much. Our quiz, quizzing your knowledge, how much you know, our segment. So for those who do not have the link, it is in the chat. Or you can join with me. Let's go here to the computer. You can go to Linktree, LINKTR, right here, put a period, EE, Linktree, /meme showdown. There it is being recommended to me right now. So we go into here, and now we have website, live broadcast, again our anti-racism banner, donations, and right here we have our quiz. So we're just going to click right here on our quiz button, and we will get started with our quiz. Let's play some music again while we wait. This one doesn't get copyrighted, so let's play it. I have to turn it off. Just join the link here, and you will receive a screen that says game will begin shortly. So let us go with the link. Until the end of this chorus here, and we will start the countdown. See what our viewers online are saying. Still on the stream, that's good. Get ready with the quiz and let's launch the countdown. Start our countdown. A minute left to join. You have some players here who wins will choose our prize. Maybe you might win a shirt, maybe you might get that heels early. But we are encouraging players to join. You will win prizes. Please put your name in it and the email address so we can email you all. 3, 2, 1. The game is beginning. So our first question here is first on the topic of past and Facebook.
Hey Josh, sorry for me to interrupt. Cut the music because it's chopping you out.
Okay, it's paused. All right, so we will wait. So we resume answering now. Our first question, first meme, was on topic of pastor and Facebook. Is that true or is that false? Technically a 5 if you don't include me, so. "27 seconds." We had it extended for any delays if anyone joined. Hopefully AJ is going and getting a snack now. Cute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Actually, let me see if I can bring it up on my phone. But let's see. How do I review the internet? We have 75% of people said that was false, and only 25% said it was true. When the answer is actually true. The very first meme was pastors and Facebook. So let's see. Let me see if I can log better control. That's fine. I'm doing my thumb. All right, let's go to our next question. You can still join while you join. Not here. If you've been paying attention to the segment, is Calibri the main or secondary font for memes? Is Calibri the main font that people use for memes? If you listen during the segment, you would know. It's headed in a direction. I'm just going to say that so I don't spoil it. 44 seconds. "24 seconds. This isn't very long, but once we are done, so I technically need to log in. So we can roll our lottery. If you participated, you might have lost. Oh, sorry, the answers are closed. So is Calibri the main or secondary font for memes? The answer is false. Impact is the main font or secondary font for memes. Most memes use different fonts. So let's go over to our next question over here. Number 3. Name one topic featured in our segment. It could be lyrics, it could be about volunteers, it could be about products, it could be about Apple, it could be about ATM, it could be about Scotch tape, for all I know. It could be about computers, it could be about cameras. One was indirectly shown on one of our segments, actually. Seen here. People are typing in here. All right, 18 seconds. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was very off. Time has run out to answer. Our correct answers actually were what I just said. That was a very easy one. That exactly everything on here, except Scotch tape. Lyrics, volunteers, product, Apple, ATEM computers, audio, AJ the CEO, but somebody Team Showdown. That was not the correct answer. But on the next question. Question 4. Where can you submit your creative memes? On Google Docs, the Facebook group, OneDrive, or Google Forms? We just went over it now. Where can you submit your memes? Google Docs, the Facebook group, OneDrive, or Google Forms? And while we are here, let's check on our giving status. $345 has been raised out of the 400. We are very close to reaching our goal, and one lucky viewer will win a YOLO Box Pro. 18 seconds, 15 seconds.
Sorry, I'm eating. No, the YOLO box is at 500. The 400 is a PTZ.
Oh, okay. The Fumaco dual camera something. I can't remember the specs. Sorry.
20x
But
PTZ.
Thank you. The time has run out, and the correct answer is the Facebook. Some people said you could submit it on OneDrive, but I can't even say I don't even have OneDrive when I actually do. So
I was
let's
going to
go
say
on.
you can submit it. I can submit one if I'm behind the stage. That's how I can submit it. So that's the right answer.
All right, let's go to our next question here, number 5. Oh, well, I think that's the end of the trivia game, actually. 0 points earned in the game. Mike, man, you're trying to rig this. Mike is our winner, but with this neat little app I have here, we can run a little lottery. Let's see. Name of lottery, winner 2. You will win a $10 gift card. You're throwing away some money here. So, participants to select, raise it up to 2, and let us, this is an old one, let us run this new lot. Let's run it. It is running. We're currently waiting for a winner. Get a little drum roll. Let's see. This isn't my number, so don't even worry. Aaron won. He was winning a $10 gift card, but let's do another lottery. So let's run it. And our winner is Lisa M. Oh, NB. NB has won because they have their email in. So thank you, NB and Aaron. Sorry. You have won a $10 gift card, and with your email, you will be emailed to win a prize. A $10 gift card. Thank you. So, we'll scuff the AJ.
I'm eating.
You want to go to the worship session then?
No, I told you I'm hungry. But we also, Wait a minute. Why did this not update? We have another
A,
super
a
chat from
$25.
Otis.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Let's put that in the donations.
That'll bring us up to $370.
Nice. It is
All
great
right.
to hear.
Excellent.
So $20 away from winning your own PTZ camera. Let's bring up the form actually. Just giving the comfort ice cream showdown. A quick version of the link. You're here waiting for it, and we are at a goal. 78%, 86% actually, 345 by 15 generous donors. Thank you, Team RHO, Harvey, Roosevelt, and another anonymous donator. Thank you again for your donation. You want to go to the worship session now, or because I know AJ's eating, so. All right then, I'm gonna play our other song.
I'm saying probably right after this. This will be our last one. We're gonna start shutting it down because I need to get some beauty sleep.
And you also can check here for some of our memes. We actually don't even have. You remember, you can download it from the internet. We're accepting it at this. At least we can choose a winner, or if not, we can come back next week during our Q&A, and we can choose it. So I'll run the second song at this time.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. This next song says, atmosphere shift now. Chains be broken. Break now. Holy Spirit, come down. Heaven open. Because there is only one name, and only one name that is able to save. There is only one name that is able to heal, that is able to deliver, that is able to set free,
Hallelujah.
that is able to break chains, and that is the name of Jesus.
Hallelujah.
So if you can just take a moment to just lift up a worship with the sound of surrender, just raise up a hallelujah. Just tell God who He is to you. Even if you have no other words to say, just say hallelujah. God, you're worthy. We thank you, Jesus. We expect a mighty shift to happen tonight, to happen this morning, to happen tomorrow, the next day, and the day after. Because we know that anything can happen. We know that all things are possible when it's from Jesus. So God, we bless your name and we honor you. There is only one name. There is only one name with power to save. With power to save. Come on, can you sing that with me? Say, there is only one name. There is only one name with power to save. With power to save. Come on, as we sing, our God is champion, and He reigns forevermore. Yeah. Forevermore. Listen that again. Oh, see our God is champion. He reigns forevermore. Sing forevermore. Every knee will bow down. Every knee will bow down. And every tongue will confess He reigns forevermore. God, we bless you. You reign forevermore. Come on, sing it again. Oh, see our God, champion, hero, forevermore, now somebody ring up a sound of worship in this place. God, you are so worthy. God, we bless your name. God, we lift you up. We lift you higher, Jesus. We honor you. We bless you. Come on, lift up a sound of worship in this place. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. This part says, atmosphere shift now. Chains be broken. Break now. Holy Spirit, come down. Heaven open. Heaven, oh, come on, say atmosphere. Atmosphere shift now. Chains be broken. You gotta pray now. Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, come down. Open heaven, open atmosphere. Chains be broken. Break now. We ask you to come down. Heaven open. Open God, we bless your name. We ask you to come down. Send down your Holy Spirit and rain on us, Jesus. We ask you to rain on us, Jesus. Open heaven, Jesus. Open the floodgates of heaven, Jesus. Come on, sing that. Oh, the atmosphere. Atmosphere shift now. And praise be shown. Now, break now. Holy Spirit. Our God is champion. He reigns forevermore. Come on, help me say our God is champion. Come on. He reigns forevermore. Oh God, you reign forevermore. Let's sing that again. Oh, see our God is champion. Yeah. Is champion. And he reigns forevermore. Oh God, we bless you forevermore. Hallelujah. God, we bless you, for you are our champion, and you reign forevermore. destiny,
Alrighty,
over our
folks.
finances, over our families, over our friends, over our relationships, over Tabernacle SDA Church. God, we bless your name.
Alrighty, folks. Josh, can you go ahead and switch back? All right. So, big shout out. So, gonna make kind of an executive move right here. Um, First off,
Oh,
appreciate all of y'all reaching out, being on the live stream, all the channels that we got. So I think to give it some more time, because I haven't seen that many that were coming in here. How many memes that you got, Josh? Because I'm thinking we might need to
I
give.
don't think
I saw G Albert saying he tried to submit it. Um,
I don't haven't gotten any yet.
okay, so what I want to do is let's stretch this out because we're doing good. Next week we're not going to have a Q&A because I'm going to be out of the country. So let's give it an extra week for some more people to submit. And on the Q&A when I get back, so technically y'all have 2 weeks to submit this
2
to the
weeks?
links that we have. Go ahead. What was that, Josh?
Oh no, I was just saying 2 weeks.
So we'll give y'all 2 weeks to submit that, and on not next week, but the week after next, that's when we will have another Q&A. We will pick our winner from that. But I want to give a really, really big shout out, thank you to everybody that we got to 92%. Excuse me, of our goal. That's what happens when you have salmon in this side of your cheek that you're eating. But thank you so much to the 16. Well, actually, it was way more than 16 because I was contributing that people gave in the chat. Thank you so much for all those who gave $370 that is going to go to help bless and help wherever that comic relief is going to be blessing other folks with throughout the entire world. And that's what it's all about, folks, for us to come together and help collectively. We can do so much more together than we can do just by ourselves. Thank you so much, Mike, Josh. So again, you still got more time to do.
And also,
Go ahead.
the Just Giving page is gonna be still up. It's probably gonna, until we reach that goal, I'll probably put it to 1,000 after the stream. But the Slido link, I took it off the link tree now, so you can still access the app Slido link. I doubt I shared it, but it will be gone tomorrow because I had it requested for those dates. And if I keep it longer, the Slido police is gonna come to my house and take it or take me away. So
Awesome. Now, with that being said, effective now, and I'm hitting the refresh button the entire time I've been talking. So effective now, the PTZ is off the table. The YOLO Box Pro still is in place for, that was for 500 for what we were doing here. So what I'll do is I will still honor that if we can get to, should we bump it up or should we stay at that? Because I mean, we're giving 2 more weeks.
stay.
All right, so the YOLO box will be given away to somebody randomly on the live stream on the same time we have the meme stuff if we hit 500. But the PTZ is off the table for now. So somebody is still going to get the YOLO Box Pro, which I know I'm excited for that. And for the most part, as long as I'm allowed to ship it to your country, it is not U.S. only. Right? So thank y'all so much. Really appreciate all of y'all taking the time for y'all to be
so
here.
much, guys. Yep.
So yeah.
You're asking for a song to close us out, huh?
Nah, I was getting ready to just hang it up and then go to sleep. And
You gotta let it out
salmon.
smoothly. You gotta open up the church gates, so you have to open up the doors. You have to let the ushers usher them out while the music plays. We service now.
Y'all do that? I just say get out and go. All right, well, thanks everybody. All right, closes out Josh,
Okay.
and then about 30 seconds into that, end the stream. So thank y'all.
Actually, I want to thank you all so much for donating towards this stream. Mike's gone and AJ's gone now, but thank you all, everyone who donated
No, we still here.
during.
I thought you were
Well,
getting ready to
well,
do the grand exit.
but thank you all so much for joining us on tonight, and we'll close out with a little hymn and Jamaican twist to it. So thank you all for joining. Have a great weekend and be blessed.
Later, folks.
Come on, we all know this hymn. There's not a friend like the lowly Jesus. No, not one. No, not one. Come on, as we sing, there's not a friend. There's not a friend like the lowly Jesus. No, not one. No, not one. No, not one. No, not one. None else could heal. None else could heal. All our souls needs. No, not one. No, not one.
No, no one.
He will guide. He will guide. The day is not a friend. There's not a friend like the Lord. No, not one. No, not one. No, sing the verse. No friend like him. No friend like him is so high and low. Not one, not one, not one. And yet no friend is so and yet no friend is so weak and low. No, not one, no, not one, not one. Say Jesus, Jesus knows all about us. He will guide till the day is done. There's no friend, no, Jesus. No, not one, not one, not one. That's first. Was there a